हेलो एंड गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू। कैसे हैं? ओके, फाइन फाइन। टुडे वी विल लर्न अ न्यू टॉपिक, compound interest. Okay, this topic is very important as far as our examination is concerned. Okay, and this topic is little bit calculative, so we will learn and I will ensure that this topic, the type of question that is being asked in this chapter is very less calculative. Okay, so can we start? Okay, thank you. So now the name of the topic is compound interest. Compound interest. Okay, compound interest. Okay, so what is compound interest? The main trick or formula related to this topic is A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. A is equal to P in bracket 1 plus R by 100 to the power T. Okay, so what is P here? This is principal amount. Principal amount. This is principal amount. What is A here? This is amount. This is amount. What is R here? This is rate of interest. And what is T here? This is time. Okay, this is time. So what is amount? Suppose you have given me, lend me 100 rupees, okay, and you told me that, sir, you have to give me 10% interest on the sum of money that you are giving me. Okay, so I agreed. So after 1 year I have to return your sum of money. So after 1 year, how much amount I will be returning to you? Principal amount, that is what you have given me, plus interest. Okay, so this include principal amount, that is what you have given me, like you gave me 100 rupees. Okay, you gave me 100 rupees. Okay, and after 1 year I will be returning principal amount plus interest. Okay, principal amount plus interest. So the sum of money that I have to return to you is known as A, amount, Mishradhan. Okay, now this is principal amount, this is the amount which you lend me, that is 100 rupees, and this is time. For how many years you are giving me money or lending me money, or I am lending to you. Okay, this is the rate of interest. This is the rate of interest. That is maybe 10%, 5%, depend upon dealing in between us. Okay, so these are the values. Now before going in detail, first of all we must learn, we need to understand what is simple interest. Simple interest. Okay, what is simple interest? साधारण ब्याज क्या होता है? तो इसका जो ट्रिक है वो क्या है? PRT by 100. PRT by 100, where P is the principal amount. This is principal amount. This is principal amount. This is rate of interest. And this is T, time. This is time. Okay, and this is simple interest. This is denoted by ASI. So this is only interest on the principal amount. Okay, so suppose you are giving me 100 rupees. and rate of interest is 10%. So after 1 year, how much amount I will be returning to you? So here interest I know मिश्रधन is equal to A is equal to क्या होता है P plus interest. Okay, P plus interest, principal amount plus interest. Okay, A is equal to P plus interest. Okay, so after 1 year, how much money I will return to you? After 1 year, this is principal amount 100, this is rate of interest 10%, or this is the time 1 year. After 1 year, okay, here we can consider time value up to 1 year or 2 year or 3 year. Okay, so after 1 year, how much amount I will be returning to you? Here 100 will be cancelled out from 100 will be cancelled out from 100, and total simple interest is 10 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees. So how much amount I will be returning to you? 100 rupees principal amount that you gave me, plus interest 10 rupees. So total amount that I have to return to you is 110 rupees, and this is amount that is Mishradhan. Okay, so this is the interest that I have to return, to you after 1 year. Okay, now what if I wouldn't be able to return to you? So what will at the end of second year? So again simple interest for the second year, the rate of the interest that I have to pay is only on the principal amount. Okay, so P into R 10% into for 2 years 2, and this is 100 cancel, this is be 20 rupees. So total interest in 2 years is 20 rupees. In 3 years, how much interest I have to pay? 100 into 10 into 3 divided by 100, that is 100 से 100 cancel, this is 30 rupees. So in 3 years, how much interest I have to pay? 30 rupees. In 2 years 20 rupees, and in 1 year 10 rupees. In 1 year 10 rupees. Okay, but in compound interest, this is A is equal to P 1 plus R by 100 to the power t. Okay, suppose the same on the same sum of money we are just finding the interest in 2 years. For 2 years, you sum of money value of P is 100 rupees and rate of interest is 10%. Okay, 10%, and time is 1 year or 2 years. So from here, this is a amount that I have to return to you at the end of 1 year or at the end of second year or after 2 years. Okay, so if we calculate interest, compound interest on the same sum of money at the same rate of interest and for the same period, then 100 into 1 plus 10 divided by 100 to the power 1. We are just calculating interest on the same sum of money for 1 year. So what will be? This will be 100 into, if you take LCM, then what will be? 100 into 100, 100 into 1, 100 plus 10, 110 divided by 100, 100 will be cancelled out, 100 will be cancelled out, and what remain? 110. Okay, this is amount. Then what will be the interest? Interest will be A minus P, that is, this is the amount that I have to return to you at the end of 1 year. If I wouldn't be able to return to you, then I have to pay interest on again second year. So what will be the interest on the same sum of money for the first year is 110 minus 100 is equal to 10 rupees. Okay. So this is the compound interest. Okay. So compound interest for the first year is 10 rupees, as well as simple interest is also 10 rupees. So we can conclude, we can say that the simple interest and compound interest for 1 year is equal. Okay. The simple interest and compound interest for 1 year are equal. So clear hai? Now we are just finding compound interest for 2 years. Okay. Now the same set of money, 100 into 1 plus 10 divided by 100 power 2. Okay, power 2. So what will be here? 100 into if you take LCM of these, or just simplify 10, 0 से 0 cancel हो जाएगा, 1 upon 10. Okay, 1 upon 10. Then if you take LCM of 10 and 1 here, 1, so LCM will be 10. So 10 plus 1, it will be 11 by 10, and now power 2. Okay, power 2. Now 100 into 11, square of 11 is 121 divided by 100. Here 100 will be cancel out. Here 100 will be cancel out from 100, and total amount value of A will be 121 rupees. So here interest will be, how much interest will be? Interest or compound interest will be how much? 121 minus principal amount 100 rupees, and that is 21 rupees. So here you can see that the compound interest on the same sum of money for the same time period and at the same rate of interest is 21 rupees, while simple interest for the 1 year is for the 2 years is 20 rupees. Simple interest for 2 years is 20 rupees, and simple interest compound interest for 2 years is 21 rupees. Why it is so? Because in the simple interest, in the case of simple interest, we are just paying interest only on the principal amount. Okay, but in the case of compound interest, we are not only paying interest on the principal amount, but also on the interest of the first year interest. Okay, so here suppose we can see the same thing in another method. Suppose you have given me 100 rupees, okay, and rate of interest is 10%. So after 1 year, how much interest will be there? 10 rupees. Okay, after 1 year, how much interest will be there? 10 rupees. So total sum of money that 100 rupees become after 1 year is 110 rupees. 110 rupees is the value that I have to return at the end of 1 year. But if I am not able to return the same sum of money, then for the next year or for the second year, this value would work as a principal amount, and we have to give interest at 10% interest on the same on this sum of money. Okay, in compound interest, this whole amount would work as a principal amount, and on this sum of money we have to give interest. Okay, so 10% of 110 will be 11 rupees. Okay, 10% of 110 will be 11 rupees. So total sum will be then total sum will be 110 plus 11, 121. Okay, so after 2 years, how much amount we have to return? 121. Okay, so what happened here? Here principal amount is 100 rupees and interest of the first year is 10 rupees. Okay, so we have provided 10% interest on this sum of money, 10% interest on this sum of money, and 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. Okay, 10% of 100 is 10 rupees. Okay, and this is the interest of the first year. This is the interest of the first year. On this value also, on this sum of money also, we have to give 10% interest. So 10% of 10 is 1 rupees. Okay, so total sum will be 11 rupees. So in the case of compound interest, we have to pay interest on the principal amount as well as interest of the first year or interest of the previous year. Okay, so we can, this looks like a tree. Okay, this looks like a tree, and we will generalize this frame in a different manner. Suppose here principal amount is 100 rupees, principal amount is 100 rupees, and time is 2 years and rate of interest is 10%. We are just calculating the same calculation, we are just doing the same calculation which we have done earlier here. Okay, so this is the principal amount. Okay, and we have taken this money for 2 years at 10% rate of interest. Okay, so for the first year rate of interest will be 10%, so 10% of 100 rupees will be 10 rupees. Okay, 10% of 100 rupees will be 10 rupees. Okay, now on the same sum of money we have to pay interest on principal amount at the rate of 10%. Okay, so what will be the interest? 10 rupees. Okay, but in case of compound interest, what do we do? In case of compound interest, we have now for the both year, first year as well as the second year, we have given interest on the principal amount. This is the interest for the first year on the principal amount, and this is the interest on the for the second year on the principal amount. But in the case of compound interest, what do? We also have to pay the interest of the first year. Okay, so 10% of 10 will be 1 rupees. Okay, 10% of 10 will be 1 rupees. Okay, now if we add all these figure, what it comes? 21 rupees, and 21 rupees will be the CI, total compound interest. Okay, 21 rupees will be the compound interest, and what will be the amount? Amount is equal to P plus CI, then P is 100 rupees and compound interest is 21 rupees, then total become 121 rupees. Okay, 121 rupees. Clear? Now we can generalize these things in a different manner. Suppose this is principal amount, and we have taken, and time period is 2 years. Okay, and rate of interest is R%. Okay, so if this is the principal amount and time, we have taken this principal amount for 2 years. Okay, at the rate of R%. So we have to give interest for the first year on principal amount, that is R%, and R% of P becomes, suppose, a different value A. Clear? And we have to give interest for second year on the principal amount, that is R%, of P, it will also become A rupees. So what we did here, we have just given interest on principal amount for the first year and interest on principal amount for second year. Now in compound interest, we also have to give interest on the first year's interest. So this is also r percent. So value of r percent of A will become a different value B. Okay, if we add all these A and B, then it gives the value of total compound interest, and this is equal to 2A plus B. Okay, 2A plus B. Clear? 2A plus B. Now what is this? This is the SI, simple interest or compound interest for first year. Okay, this is the simple interest or compound interest for first year, and this is the compound interest CI for second year. Okay, this is the CI for second year. Okay, now if I ask you that if simple interest for 1 year, if simple interest for 1 year is A rupees, then simple interest for 2 years will be 2A, and simple interest for 3 years will be 3A, because in the case of simple interest we have to give interest only on principal amount. Okay, only on principal amount. That's why interest on the in the case of simple interest, the interest every year is same. So if the simple interest for the first year for 1 year is A rupees, then simple interest for 2 years will be 2A, simple interest for 3 years will be 3A. Okay, so we are just taking time period is 2 years, so we have to calculate simple interest for 2 years is 2A. Okay, simple interest for 2 years is 2A. Okay, simple interest for 2 years is 2A. Okay, and here compound interest for 2 years is 2A plus B. Now if we find difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years, okay, difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years, then what will become? We have to subtract 2A from 2A plus B, then what we will get? We will get B. Okay, small b. So this is the value. So this is the value. This value B gives the value of difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. So this is difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Okay, so this value denote or gives us the difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Okay, now clear? We are just let's understand this whole concept with the help of an example. Okay, so if we take example, like just suppose this is the principal amount, 1000 rupees is the principal amount. Okay, value of P is 1000 rupees and rate of interest is 10% and time period is 2 years. Okay, 2 years. Okay, now this is the principal amount. If we change this rate of interest, if we change this rate of interest in fraction form, then how can we change it? 10% is equal to 10 into 1 by 100. Okay, and this will become 001 upon 10. Okay, 1 upon 10. So what we have to do in the case of compound interest, we have to give interest on the principal amount for the first year, and rate of interest is 10%, that is 1 upon 10. 1 upon 10. So 1 upon 10 of 1000 will be 100 rupees, will be 100. Okay. Now second year we also have to give interest on the principal amount. So again rate of interest is 10%, that is 1 upon 10, and it will become 100 rupees. So 100 rupees, this is the interest on the principal amount for the first year, and this is the interest on the principal amount for the second year. Okay. Now in case of compound interest, what do we do? We also have to give interest on the interest of the first year. So 10% interest we have to give on 100, so it will become 10 rupees. Okay. Now if we add all these, then what will be the compound interest? Total compound interest will be 100 plus 100 plus 10, 210 rupees. Okay. Total compound interest will be 100 plus 100 plus 10, 210 rupees. Clear? Now what will be the value of A, amount? Okay. Amount is equal to principal amount plus interest, and here in the case of compound interest it will be the compound interest. So A is equal to P plus Ci. So P, what is P here? 1000 plus 210 rupees. So this will become 1210 rupees. Okay, 1210 rupees. Clear? 1210 rupees. So this is the amount. Okay, that after 2 years, if I have taken 1000 from someone at the rate of 10% per annum, then at the end of 2 years I have to return this much of money. Okay, this much of money. Now this is the interest, this is the compound interest Ci for second year. Okay, this is the Ci for second year, and value of this is 110 rupees. Okay. Now what will be the difference of Ci and Si for 2 years? So if this is the simple interest, we can say that this is the simple interest or compound interest for 1 year, and you know that the simple interest or compound interest for 1 year is always equal. So this value gives the glimpse of simple interest. Okay. So simple interest for 1 year is 100 rupees. So simple interest for 2 year will be 200 rupees. Okay. And here you can see here the compound interest for 2 year is 210 rupees. Then what will, this is compound interest and this is simple interest. Okay. So what is the difference here? Here difference is 10 rupees. Okay. So what will be the difference of Ci and Si for 2 years? This will be Ci minus Si. Value of Ci minus Si will be 10 rupees. Okay, 10 rupees, and this is the same value. Okay, and this is the same value. So what we learn in here, what this value of V denotes, this is the difference of Ci and Si for 2 years. Okay, so we can, this is the equivalent value. So this represent the difference of Ci and Si for 2 years. Okay. Now we can take another example. Suppose value of principal amount P is 5000. Okay, 5000, rate of interest is 10%. Okay, and time period is 2 years. Okay, time period is 2 years. And what we have to find out? We have to find out first total compound interest for 2 years. Okay. Second year's CI, second year's compound interest, and third difference of CI and SI, difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years, and fourth simple interest for 5 years. Okay, simple interest for 5 years. These are the questions which we have to answer on the basis of given this information. Okay, so very simple. Here principal amount is 5,000 and rate of interest is 10%. So if we convert 10% into fraction, then it will become 10 by 100, that is 1 by 10. Okay, so rate of interest is 1 by 10. Okay, so on this sum of money we have to give interest for the first year as well as interest for the second year. Okay, so 1 by 10 of 5,000 will be 500, and also 1 by 10 of 5,000 will be 500. Okay, clear? Now this is the interest on the principal amount for the first year, and this is the interest on principal amount for second year. But in compound interest, what do? We have to give interest on interest of the first year, and what will be the rate of interest? Whatever rate of interest will be there for the second year, that will be applicable here. So rate of interest for 2 years is same. Okay, so here rate of interest will be 10%. So 1 by 10 of 500 will be 50. Okay, clear? Now what will be the total compound interest here? What will be the total compound interest here? Total compound interest. Okay, so total compound interest 500 plus 50, so 1050 rupees will be the total compound interest. Clear? Now second year's compound interest, what will be the second year compound interest? This is the second year's compound interest. Clear hai? So 500 plus 50, this is 550 rupees. Now difference of simple interest and compound interest for 2 years, what will be the sum? So this sum of money represent the difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years. Then this answer will be 50 rupees. Okay, 50. This will be 50. Clear? Now simple interest for 5 years. Simple interest for 5 years. Okay. So here you can say simple interest for 1 year is 500. So simple interest for 5 years will be 500 into 5. So 2500. Okay, 2500. So these are the answers. So through this approach, through this method, we can solve any type of question only using this approach. So it is this approach is very less calculative. Okay, and here we can find different types of questions, answers. Okay, through only this approach. Okay, now take another example. Suppose value of P is 1470 rupees. Okay, value of P is 1470 rupees, and rate of interest is 14:2 by 7%, and time period is 2 years. Okay, time period is 2 years. Okay, and then what we have to find out? Total compound interest. We have to find out total compound interest, CI minus CSI for 2 years, and ESI for 4 years. Okay, SI for 4 years or SI for 10 years. Okay, SI for 10 years. Okay. So this is the value of P, 1470 rupees. Okay, this is the value of P, 1470 rupees. Time period is 2 years. Okay. So first of all, we have to change this rate of interest in fraction form. So 14 7 ja 98, 98 plus 2 100. So 100 divided by 7. What is the value of percentage? Percentage means 1 by 100. So this will become 1 by 100. So 100 will be cancelled out from 100. Now what is the result here? 1 by 7. So rate of interest is 1 by 7, that is 14:2 by 7%. Okay. So for this sum of money we have to give interest for the first year as well as interest for the second year. Clear hai? So 1 by 7, what will be the 1 by 7? It will 210, and also 1 by 7 210 rupees. Clear? Now we also have to give interest second year on this sum of money. So this is 1 by 7 and this will be 30 rupees. Okay. So you can easily answer this question. What will be the total compound interest? Total compound interest will be 210 plus 210 plus 30. Okay. So 420 plus 30, 450. So this will be the 450. Clear? Now what will be the difference of CI and SI for 2 years? So this amount is that is 30 rupees will be the difference of CI and SI for 2 years. Simple interest for 10 years. This is the simple interest for 1 year. So if we have to answer this question, simple interest for 10 years, so what we do, we just multiply this by 10. So answer will be 2100. So 2100 rupees will be the simple interest for 10 years. Okay. Clear? So now we can solve a different questions. What is question here? Value of P is being asked. Okay, value of P is being asked and rate of interest is 12.5%. 12.5%. Okay, and difference of CI and SI is given. Sorry, difference of CI and SI is given, and that is 40 rupees. Okay, 40 rupees. And what we have to find out? Time is 2 years. Okay. So first question is here. We have to find out value of P and total compound interest. What will be the total compound interest? Okay, what will be the total compound interest? We can find out different questions. So we will just find out principal amount and total compound interest for 2 years. Okay, but value of P is not given. Okay, what is given? Difference of compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is given. Okay, and rate is 12.5%. So if we change rate of interest in fraction form, so this is 12 to the 24 plus 2, sorry, 12 to the 24 plus 1, 25. Here 25 divided by 2 into percentage को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? 1 by 100. Here percentage will be 1 by 100. So if we divide 25 and this will go in 4 times, so 1 by 8 will be the rate of interest. Okay, so in the case of compound interest and in the case of for the time period 2 years, in the case of 2 years, What is diagram here? This denote the principal amount, this denote the value of A, this also denote the value of A if rate of interest is same, and this denote the interest. Okay, so this is where we are just applying last interest. So here at this moment, at this point, we are just applying last rate of interest. Okay, clear? So in the case of 2 years, the numerator of this rate is denoted by B and denominator is denoted by A. In the case of 2 years, okay, if we convert rate of interest in fraction, so numerator represent B and denominator represent A. Okay, so this is 2 years diagram. Okay, this is 2 years, this is 2 years diagram, this is this and this represent B, A and P. So value of B is 1, value of B is 1, okay, and value of A is 8, here value of A is 8, and here rate of interest is 1 by 8, so 1 by 8, this is the P. Okay, this is the P. So 1 by 8 of P is equal to 1 by 8 of P is equal to 8. It means value of P will be 8 into 8, that is 64. So here value of P will be 64. Okay. Now what is given here? It is given that the difference of compound interest and simple interest is 40 rupees. So what this value denotes? This is also a difference of simple interest and compound interest for 2 years. So this will be equivalent to 40 rupees. Okay, this will be equivalent to 40 rupees. Okay, and what we have to find out? Principal amount. So value of 1 unit is 40 rupees. Okay, value of 1 unit is 40 rupees. So value of 64 unit will be 64 into 40, and if you multiply you will get 0, 6, 25. Okay, so 2560 rupees will be the principal amount. Now we also have to find out compound interest. Okay, so total compound interest is 8 plus 1, 9 unit. Total compound interest is 9 unit. Okay, and value of 1 unit is 40 rupees. Value of 1 unit is 40 rupees. So value of 9 unit will be what? 9 into 40, and this will become 360 rupees. So total compound interest is 360 rupees. Suppose you have to answer that what will be the compound interest for the second year. So second year's compound interest is this much. Oh, sorry, this is not so. This is total compound interest will be 8 plus 8 plus 1. So 16 plus 1, 17. Okay, 17 into 40, 680 rupees will be the compound interest. Okay, 680 rupees will be the compound interest, total compound interest. And if you have to answer that what will be the compound interest for the second year, then in that case total compound interest for the second year is 8 plus 1, 9 unit, and just 9 into multiplied by 40, and you will get 360 rupees. So total compound interest for the second year will be 360 rupees. Okay, clear? I hope you have understand. I have justified with you. You will be able to understand. You would have been able to understand the very concept of this topic. Okay, so that's all for today. we are meeting again in the next section. Till that, have a nice day. Thank you so much.